Hey y'all, this is All of Destiny, and this will be another Flexi set video. My sister, she's transitioning. She's been transitioning for over a year now, meaning that she doesn't get relaxers anymore. She's just letting her natural hair texture just grow out. So I'm starting by applying the Motions Marula. Hey y'all, I'm narrating. I'm starting by applying the Motions Natural Therapy Hair Strengthening Moisturizer to her hair. Worked it in real good, and then I put the Ultra Sheen Super Setting Lotion into her hair. And the purpose of a setting lotion is because it helps to hold the hair together. It sets the hair in the style that I'm putting it in. So if I was only using water and a moisturizer, it would hold for a little minute, but considering the fact that she's going natural now, it wouldn't hold that long. So at any point in any of my videos, when y'all see me using like a setting lotion, whether I'm doing my hair straight or anything, it just gives it like a, you know, a nice tuck to the curl, and it makes everything just pop. So as far as the sectioning, when I section her hair, it depends on what you want your curls to look like. If you want more looser curls, kind of big, you don't care if they that defined, my sections will be larger. But since she's going for more of a really defined curl set, I take sections that are about 1 inch. I part the hair across in about 1 inch. Then subsections, they are based pretty much on the size of the Flexi rod. So you can pretty much, you just have to look at it to see what I'm trying to explain here. But anyway, just roll the hair down really tightly. I fold it over in the opposite direction. That helps to hold it. If you roll it and you fold it the wrong way, it's gonna be loose and it's gonna slide out and it's not gonna stay. So practice gets close to perfect. So just keep working with it until you get it right. So you can see now, you know, you can kind of eyeball this about 1 inch if you want to know like about how much you might want to part the hair. But like I said, if you're not really going for something that's that defined, then you can make bigger sections. It just depends on you and what the look is you might be going for. So just continue to go up. I work my way up from the back up to the front, and that's just the technique that I use. Every Flexi rod set that I do isn't the same. I don't necessarily do it the same all the time, but I usually get nice results because I've been doing it for a while. But so yeah, you can use end papers, and if you don't know what end papers are, it's like these little rectangular sheets that you put on the ends of the hair and then you fold it over. It helps to keep the ends, you know, protected and lay them flat, seal the cuticle, all that type of hair beauty kind of stuff. But no, seriously though, but I don't use that on Dominique hair because she had her ends trimmed. She got like 1 inch taken off or whatever a couple of months ago. And her ends are pretty much in good shape. But if you don't have end papers, because I'm not using them in this video, so you can still get good results, you just pretty much will roll the hair and you tuck it over itself, and that'll hold it on the rod because you don't want any pieces sticking out or anything like that. But I work my way up to the front, and you saw me spray more setting lotion, and then the other bottle was water with a little bit of conditioner in it. Because you don't want the hair to be too dry, because it won't set nicely on the rod. I'm not hurting her, trust me. She's just being a little extra, I think. But yeah, you just work it up to the front. If it gets a little dry, just add a little more water, and then I add more setting lotion because I do, I guess. But anyway, grab those smaller pieces as you work your way up to the front, and it's a tedious process, but it's worth it, I guess, because I like the curls. They come out really cute. But anyway, I use a smaller comb also because it detangles the hair and it pulls it together more than what a wide tooth comb is. Because if it's not as straight as it could be, look at Dominique. If it's not as straight as it could be, then when you go to take the curl out, when it's dry, it's not going to be the perfect curl that you could have gotten if the hair was more detangled and straight, if that makes sense. I hate narrating. I would just rather y'all just watch and be like, oh, we get it. But some people, I mean, it takes explaining, and I don't mind that because I like things explained to me too. So anyways, work your way up to the front. This video is actually about 2 weeks old from what I'm narrating, talking to y'all now. So this was done in like November, I believe. I don't know, maybe December, I don't really know, but I'm just now editing or whatever. So yeah, she's gonna sit under the hair dryer for about 1 hour. That's how much it takes for her hair dry pretty fast now, since it's natural. For me, I still would have been under the dryer. But anyways, I take an oil sheen, don't remember which one that is, just the oil sheen. I spray it all over her hair because I like for everything to kind of dry in there and set together. The water with the setting lotion, the Marula moisturizer, and the oil sheen. I like for all of that to dry in together. Don't know why, I just do. So after her hair is dry, we don't pull her straight from the dryer and start removing the curls. removing the flexi rods. We wait until her hair is cool. Kind of like if you were using hot rollers. You wouldn't put the rollers in and then snatch them right back out. You put the hot rollers in, you wait on them to cool down, because this was going to give you a shape. So if I was to take them out right after they dry, they would fall longer, they would hang longer, and they wouldn't be as solid as they could have been if we let them cool off. So after I take all of the rollers out, I spray a little holding spray on it. That one was the ISO Plus in the blue can, and then I just got some olive oil in a little bottle with some castor oil also, and I just worked it into her hair, working it to my fingertips, and then I start separating the curls. Now, like I said, it's different every time. I don't necessarily go in with the oil on the roots. I might not use olive oil. I might use an oil sheen or any kind of oil, anything. It just depends on what I got in the house. So one curl becomes 2 curls, or one curl becomes 3 curls, if that makes sense. It depends on how big the curl looks to me, to make it blend with the rest of them. And I just start from the back, work my way up to the front. That way I don't miss a curl. I guess sometimes you might, because each one might not get separated. But as long as the whole look comes together the way that you like it to look, then you succeeded, I guess. But yeah, narrating is pretty whack still. But I hope y'all enjoying this video. And yeah, so I spiral the curl down, and I really, you see me working with the ends a lot, kind of making sure that I, keep them from being frizzy and the whole look comes together. So when we're finished, we're not really finished. You don't want to just leave the front like that. We don't like to. I spray a little holding spray on there, brush the front down a little bit, then I pin it down with a bobby pin. It's just kind of like styling it, making it look more complete, like a style, and just instead of just setting your hair in there and be like, okay, I'm done. You want to just do finishing touches, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So Dominique wore her hair in this style for about a week. And then she decided to take it in. For me, I would wear it for like 2 weeks. That's just me. I make it work for as long as I can. But for Dominique, she don't do that. She wore it for about a week, washed it out, did something else. And these are the finished results of Dominique's hair. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Questions, comments, leave it all down below, and I'll talk to y'all later.